Oh, very good. Now that I have your attention, I saw a scripture recently that really blessed me tremendously. You will love it. Come with me. Come with me. Let me show you. Come with me. Second Kings chapter 18 from verse 4. Apparently, this is the story of Ezekiah when he became the king. But because of time, I will just jump to verse 4. Verse 4. He removed the high places and break the images and cut down the grooves and break in pieces the brazen serpent. Now, this is my focus. The brazen serpent that Moses had made. For until those days, the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and they called it Nehushtan. Amazing. Now, look at me. Look at me. Let me explain something. Look at me. I love this. I was so blessed when I saw the scripture. So it means that the people of Israel, remember then when Moses, had to cry to the Lord for solution for the serpent biting God's people. Remember in the wilderness, this is several years. I mean, it could have been maybe even centuries, several years back between Moses to Ezekiah. So remember that story when serpent was biting God's people, and Moses had to cry to God for remedy from the venom of the serpent, passing into the body of God's people. And God said, fine, the solution is this. Bring up a brazen serpent, and everyone that look up unto the serpent will be delivered or will be saved or will be immune against the venom of the serpent. So the brazen serpent of those days, that was actually a means of God remedying and saving them from the pending danger, and then had become an idol. Can you believe that? That it took Ezekiah after several years to break down the. I was surprised to see that, this brazen serpent still existed. I thought that they've actually got rid of that brazen serpent since then. You see, what came to my spirit when I saw this is that it's the same thing with you and I. There are times that God gave us certain testimony in the past, and probably due to our connection to that testimony, we eventually idolize the testimony. Imagine that the job God gave you and I a long time ago, that we can idolize it. And they can ask us, why are you no longer serving God like you used to do? Why are you no longer doing all the things you used to do? And you can say, it's because of this job. Guess what? You are pouring incense on that brazen serpent that was given even by God. Could it mean that it's also possible for me to idolize my child as a testimony that God gave me back then? And when people ask me, why am I no longer serving God the way I used to do? I will say it's this